Good afternoon. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can embed a poll everywhere activity into Google Slides. In the previous video, you were able to see how these activities could be added to a PowerPoint presentation. Having said that, for those of you who are more on the Google side when it comes to educational tools or business tools, you do have this option. Now, you will need to download the Chrome extension, and you can do that at this website that I will put in the description. And I recommend using Google Chrome. It's just a much smoother process to use Google Chrome. Now, you can add Google products to Microsoft Edge. However, that will depend on the settings that you have for Edge. You may find that your system administrator has these tools blocked. So when using this extension, I would just stick with Google Chrome. So I have the extension already, and when you download it, it'll appear up here, and in the event that you don't see it, and you see it appears for me, I have it pinned, but in the event that you don't see it, you'll just click on this puzzle piece, and you can pin it or unpin, and you see it disappears. I'm just gonna go in and pin all of them. And you'll want to ensure that you are logged in. But when you download that extension, you'll see that this Poll Everywhere tab appears. And I'm logged into my account already, so that's good. I won't need to log in. And when you're ready to add any poll to your Google slide presentation, you'll just find the slide that you want to add this below. So let's go after the non-metallic elements. So I'm going to click on this slide, and now I'm going to go to Poll Everywhere, and I can do a new activity, or I can insert an activity that I already have. Though even when I click on new activity, I can actually pull one of these activities that are already available. And I am going to do an open-ended question. Edit. And I'm going to say describe metalloids. Insert the slide. And I'm going to do a slideshow. put it in the view mode. So I'm going to answer from my phone. Metalloids have characteristics of both metallic and non-metallic elements. And I'm going to submit that. And whenever you have this presentation in the presenter mode, you'll see that the polls are going to be activated right away. So now let's go to the noble gases slide and let's add a new activity. So if we click on poll everywhere again, new, and let's do, I guess we can put it in this order as well. And let's do a true and false. And true, and we're going to mark this as correct. And one per person. And now, let me just say something right here. I'm using a free account. Well, if I'm using a free account, I do want to limit the amount per person. However, if I'm using a paid account, I can turn that off, especially if I have more than one correct answer in a question. So I'm going to leave this on because it's simply a true and false question. And I can allow for the changing of answers. I can allow anonymous participation. You get the idea. So I can save. If I want to modify the visual settings, I can do that. And if I want this to appear as a bar chart, donut chart, or column chart, I can do that. And let's go with the donut chart. Modify any background, any font, etc. Save. Now insert slides. And see, a default, you'll get the results right away. Whereas the instructor flow will have the instructions slide. So that's the question, then the results slide, and then the correctness slide, which indicates whether or not an answer is correct. Or how many, answered correctly, how many answered incorrectly. So, we're going to go with the instructor. Insert slides. So that you'll see who answered correctly, who answered incorrectly. And let's put this back in the slideshow mode. And if you look, you see the number will appear down here, total results. This indicates how many people have answered. You can also put some directions here. You can see responses. You can look at the correctness. So if I answer this from a different source and I answer as a guest, and I do false, you'll see those results appear as well. So this is the instructions are just the question. This is the responses. So you'll see the percentage of those who answered true, who answered false, who answered with whatever choice. And then the correctness slide, you'll see the check mark here indicating which is the correct answer. And now when I go to the next slide, this is just another slide indicating the results. And you'll see that the poll has been locked and no more responses will be accepted. And for those that are answering on their phones, they will get the message that the poll has been locked. And again, the results slide. And you see the check mark indicating the correct answer. So now, let's go to another one. Two results. And let's try a different one. And this is just going to be a default. So you'll see the results right away. And let's see, I answer something differently. Okay? Now, when you go into these, you can actually make some modification to that. So if I want to go with this one here, so if we insert, activity, how many, okay, this is the one I want. And let's do the engagement. And this is a multiple choice question here, where you'll have an instruction slide, a result slide, and then the lock slide. So we're going to select engagement. Insert. Slideshow. First, let me... Okay, there we are. So if I do this, so if I answer that, that indicates that I've answered a question. And join. So if I go to the next slide, you'll see results are not. You'll see that they're not. So you get the results, you get the question. So this is the initial slide you'll see. And then you'll see the total results. So far, this is how many people have answered. This is the result page where folks can join with their link or they can text. And this will depend on how you have this set for individuals to respond. And here's the results, and here's the locked message, and then you'll get the alert on your phone. So you'll see that adding these activities to a Google Slides presentation is quite easy. It's a little more user-friendly than the PowerPoint. I hope that this helps you in your classroom or in your business to make your meetings or your lectures more engaging. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out via email or type your questions below. And until we meet again, goodbye.